Hi everyone, before we get into today's video, I just want to invite you to check out anv.me. That's my website. A-N-N-E-V as in Victor.me. Wow, I am just not impressed with that radio recording. That's a little disappointing. This new recorder, there's a few things that I'm finding that I'm not crazy about. Number one, it does not let me hear. With some recorders, you can stick a pair of earphones in and you can turn it on and you can literally hear what's being recorded. It does not let me do that. This one does not let me do that. That's number one. Number two, I just did a radio recording and I'm just not impressed. That was ew. Even when I got essentially the antenna pulled out so that the static would go away, it still, I wasn't impressed. Is that the kind of quality I can expect from the recordings on this thing, the radio recordings? Maybe there's secrets I haven't learned about how to get better recordings out of this thing. I'm not impressed with this recording either. I ended up taking the recording volume down a notch. Let's see if that helps. Okay, am I going to use that as my vlogging recorder all the time? I don't know yet. But I've done some work with it today and I've found out I've seen it at its, I hate to say it at its worst, but like I said, I was not impressed with that recording. That could have turned out a lot better if it would have recorded it the way I would have wanted it to. But I guess it was just doing what it was programmed to do. I don't know how to program it to make it do what I really want it to do, but it may just be a matter of trial and error. I have learned how to edit, which is really cool, but I think unless you recorded it on that recorder, you can't edit it on the fly. Which makes me think, well, maybe I will go ahead and use it as a vlogging recorder, but, well, I don't know. I don't have to decide that right now. That's the beauty of having several things, I guess. I don't know if sighted vloggers do that or sighted YouTubers do that. Have multiple cameras and decide today I'm going to use my phone, or tomorrow maybe I'll use my Canon, or gee, I think today I might just use my Sony. I don't know if people have that many cameras. But I'm grateful to have so many that I can choose from, as opposed to only having one that I can use. We'll just see what I end up using. You know, some things you just kind of have to wait and see on. It is Tuesday, like the middle of Tuesday morning. I completely forgot to vlog. I intended to vlog this morning. I completely forgot to vlog. I was wrapped up in my own thing, and then it was time to go to the battery store. I'm at the battery store right now. I got the battery pulled out of this old phone. Yeah, he was really not well, the battery in the older phone. He needed to be replaced. And we replaced him. Unfortunately, the phone, it's going to be a dead iPod essentially, or it's going to be the equivalent of an iPod. It's damaged to the extent that it can't actually act as a phone. So I'm going to contact my friend, see if we can go to the cell phone store and figure out what's going on with the old phone, because I had them pull the SIM card out of the phone that was giving me problems the other day and put it in the phone that we just breathed the life back into. Yeah, I expected to vlog a lot more than this, but I was just not, my mind was just not on my vlog today. Okay, so I tried calling, since the phone we just breathed the life back into is going to be more of an iPod than an iPhone. I just had them put the SIM card back in the old phone and tried calling out again. The call again lasted, because it showed four bars. I'm like, okay, well then, are you going to go back to working right? And then after 30 seconds, he was like, no, I'm going to go back down to 1 bar and then no service. And I'm like, that's ridiculous. So, we're back where we were. Well, we got one thing done. We breathed the life back into that iDevice and determined that she's not going to be able to be a phone again. She'll be something that you can listen to through earphones, but she's not going to be able to be a phone that you can actually call out on. So, crap. But once I get home, I guess I could call from here, but I'm thinking I won't. Once I get home, I'm going to call my friend and see what we can figure out as far as getting. Either he thinks he might have a phone around his place that he might be willing to part with, and I'm like, well, I'll take it then. Or otherwise, we need to go to the cell phone store, because this is just something that I need them to fix. Okay, I'm on my way home, and then I'll figure out what I'm going to do about this phone that still isn't wanting to work. But I feel like something did get accomplished today. Okay, I'm home, and I called my friend. He is guessing it's not the SIM card, it's the phone. And since my old phone is no longer in a condition to be a phone, he said, let me bring this spare phone of mine over, stick your SIM card in there, see if that works. Hopefully it does. And even if it doesn't, he's the one that I would be calling and saying, all right, do you have it in your schedule sometime in the next couple of days to take me to the Xfinity store? But let's hope that we don't have to do that. It has been way too long since I opened the Postmates app and got myself some food. It's about time I treated myself again. I was watching a vlog last week, and they went to Target and then dropped by a restaurant and picked something up on their way home. And what they got made me think, I wonder what I would think of what they got. So I did not get the same thing, because I haven't ordered from the restaurant they ordered from in a long time, like years. So I just went with a restaurant closer to me and their version of it. It'll give me the experience of trying that. It's not like I've never eaten anything like that before, but I haven't eaten that particular meal in a long time from any restaurant. So, or have I ever? I mean, I can't believe in my whole lifetime I've never eaten something like what they ate. But when this order arrives, I'm going to get it. The first one I've gotten in a long time. And I figure I might as well vlog about it. You know, it's 10 minutes before they're scheduled to arrive. I'm going to head outside and wait for them. This is part of why I did this today. This is the perfect day to do it. It is a beautiful day. It is the first day of summer, and it feels it. It's just gorgeous out here. Breeze. I forget what the temp is, but just maybe I'll just check. What is the temperature?
It's about 81 degrees outside.
Well, there it is. But it's not a hot, muggy 80. It's just a nice, pleasant 80. I just don't do this in the winter, and I don't like to do it in like rainy spring either, because I don't want to stand out in the rain and wait for things, but on a day like today, it's the perfect day to stand and wait for a delivery. And every time a car gets near, I'm like, is that them? Is that them? Even though technically they're not expected to come for a few minutes yet. Okay. We will see what I think of a Wendy's chicken sandwich. Chicken sandwich. I was watching this vlog last week, and they had an evening Target shopping trip. Actually, that was probably more of an errand than a shopping trip. And then they went to Chick-fil-A and got themselves a chicken sandwich. And like I said, I haven't had Chick-fil-A for like a long time. I tried a couple things and I wasn't crazy about them, so I never really went back. But seeing that got me thinking about a chicken sandwich. And I was like, well, I wonder what a McDonald's chicken sandwich is like. Well, I still don't know what a McDonald's chicken sandwich is like, because when I tried to order a McDonald's chicken sandwich meal, what came up was a spicy chicken sandwich, or spicy chicken sandwich? Yeah, I think they had a spicy chicken sandwich or a crispy chicken sandwich. I'm like, I don't want either one of those. I want just a typical chicken sandwich. I almost got a crispy chicken sandwich, but it seemed like it had more on it than I was really interested in. So I was like, okay, you know what? Let me go to my other favorite restaurant, or I don't know what favorite restaurant, but the other restaurant that is my favorite in Postmates, which is Wendy's. And they had I think it's called a classic chicken sandwich. And I read that and I'm like, yeah, that sounds good. So I decided to try it, and I'm liking it so far. A little messy, but good. I definitely wish they would have put a napkin or two in here, but it's alright. Is this going to be a go-to meal for me? I'm not sure, but I don't dislike it. If I want a chicken sandwich, a lot of times I'll eat chicken nuggets, but if I'm ever in the mood for a chicken sandwich, this would be a good chicken sandwich to get. Well, even though today didn't go exactly like I wanted it to, I think I accomplished everything I wanted to accomplish. Except getting a good vlog. But I think I even accomplished that by the end of the day. I did a better job vlogging myself eating than I did... I'm going to get another napkin. I did a better job vlogging myself eating than I did vlogging the day. But I kind of got into my own thing this morning. Then it was time to go to the battery store. I went to the battery store, got like my phone checked in, was waiting for the phone to come back out with its new battery, and suddenly remembered I have not vlogged a second. So you heard how this vlog started, in the battery store. They tested the battery. They were like, yeah, they're like, it's actually bulging, which means it's like really in bad shape. So, which I expected it was in bad shape because it was dying after it was dying in nothing flat. So, they replaced the battery. Did I already talk about all this? Sorry if I did, but I'm going to say it again. They replaced the battery, switched out the SIM card, and then I don't know if they actually tried to make a phone call or what, but they said, well, the internal mic, like the mic that would be used to talk on the phone, isn't working. So you can't be heard. I'm like, okay. Well, let's take the SIM card back out, put it in the old phone. Even though it's been giving me trouble. Oh, I need to make a new voicemail reading for that one. Even though it's been giving me trouble, I'm like, let's put the SIM card back in. And just because if you can't be heard on the one that you just put it in, it's obviously not going to work for an iPhone. It's going to work as an iPod type device, and it's got an earphone jack. That alone means it's worth keeping. But it just means that it's not going to be the functional phone that I want it to be. So we put the SIM card back in the old phone. The old phone did its thing like it has been doing for a while. I just didn't realize the phone was crapped out. I went home, I called my friend. He's like, it's probably the phone and not the SIM card. Let me bring this one over that I'm just as happy to get rid of. So eventually he came over and we did that. And I've been trying to get it set up ever since. And I was like, let me order some food. The whole point of that was, number one, to get a phone that was actually going to work, which this should. Admittedly, I didn't sit on the phone for an hour waiting for it to work, or waiting for it to... I did make a call. It wasn't a long call, but I was able to get a call placed. And I hope it keeps working. If it doesn't, we'll go back to the store, the phone store, but it's going to. I'm not even going to talk about that. It's going to. It was a messed up phone, and older is better, and this phone that my friend had more life in it than... it had a second chance at life, and I was the one that took it. I guess I'll find out next time we have a company conference on my gift store. We'll see if I can actually stay on the phone the whole time. Or until I'm good and darn ready to hang up. Whatever comes first. Till either the end of the call or I'm good and darn ready to hang up. I don't remember if we have one this week or not. Do I have anything else left to talk about? I might just finish this without vlogging because I'm not sure what else to talk about. It might be getting kind of boring, but if I think of anything else that I want to say, I'll pick up the recorder and say it. But until then, thanks for listening. Okay, that was a good dinner. I don't let myself do that very often. I think last time I let myself do that was like November something. It was time. I don't know how often I'm going to do it though, because it is a little bit expensive. Again, if I could drive through and pick that up, it probably would have cost, what, $10, $12? It cost more than that. And I know there's like an unlimited, get free delivery, but you have to meet a threshold before they'll give you that. I believe you have to order more money's worth than I usually get. I mean, I'm one person. I don't need $35 worth of stuff. I don't even need $15 worth of stuff. I mean, it has been pointed out that if you're going to order out, maybe get more than one meal and feed yourself for a couple of days. And he makes a good point. But when you're ordering things like burgers and chicken sandwiches, you don't really want to microwave that. Now, if you were ordering out from a place like Panda Express or Applebee's, or like if you were ordering Chinese food or steaks, or something that's able to be thrown in the microwave and come out tasting and being as much as possible like it was when you ordered it, that's a great tip. I mean, I guess I could get like a If I was going to do that with Wendy's, maybe I could have gotten like a chicken sandwich and a chicken sandwich meal and like a taco salad. Maybe I could have eaten that for lunch tomorrow. Now that I think about that, maybe I should have done it. But, you know, maybe I'll do it next time. Of course, it'll cost more, but I see his point. Okay, I am going to end this vlog because I know that right now I have not edited anything, but it's really long. And it's probably, I mean, it's been 2 days worth of vlogging. I mean, it's been like 3 days chronologically, but there's been 2 days worth of vlogging. I didn't vlog at all on Monday, yesterday, but this is enough. So thank you for watching / listening. Check out my website, annev.me. Check out the things in the description below if you would like to, and you will hear from me in the next video. Bye.